Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? A little bit of an early stream because I got some stuff I need to do later. But I figured, let's do a little bit of a stream, even though I can't do a super long one today. Oh, also, guess what, guys? Yesterday, while I was grinding, I found more bucks. I found more bucks in zones I thought I had managed down. So that's fun. Yeah, there's at least 2 zones that still have bucks in them that I did not realize. Oh, hey, big guy. It's a good-looking deer. But anyway, it's this zone right here. There's bucks in that zone. And then the hidden lake. One of my herds at the hidden lake has 4 bucks in it now that I can shoot. Last time I was there, it was all shot down, so I don't know what to do, man. At least I know I've got more bucks to shoot, I guess. So we have a couple more zones where we got an ATV to them now. But you know, it is what it is. Well, yeah, Axel, but you had asked me if I had actually hunted the hidden lake. And yes, I did at one point have it managed down. It's just they've bounced to there now, you know? Hopefully, Hatcher. I'd love a typical rack. That'd be amazing if we could get the typical. What is a big scoring Kinsko rack? To be honest, I can't even remember. What does that one normally score? Like in the 330s, 340s? Somewhere in that range? I'd say if you got one that's over 340, it's probably pretty good. Yo, Sam, what's up? And also, how's it going, Caitlin? I don't think I ever said hi. That's a weird looking deer right there. That's a really weird looking male. What the heckings, bro? You think I'm going to get the great one at 11:38? Hey, maybe. You never know. Beautiful. Oh, nice, Caitlin. Hey, Killer Jabs, how's it going? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm pretty new to the stream, but I always watch the videos and love to keep it up, and love them. Keep it up. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that, Raven. Glad you enjoy. And welcome to the stream, dude. Hey, Julian. Holy, 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 there is bucks everywhere. We gotta blast them and shoot them down right dead over there. Bars. We're off to a great start. Freaking bars. What's up, Miles? This is my first stream. Started watching you not that long ago. Welcome to the stream, Magical Fluff. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a great day. Is 20 diamonds good for 700 fallow deer with herd management? Yeah, that's not bad. That's like an average of a diamond every 35 kills. How does whitetail HM take so long? All HM takes a long time, man. It's not a quick process. I mean, most HM grinds, like the quickest I think I've ever herd managed a map was like 30 hours. And that was only really half herd management because it was for my moose grind here on Layton. I only managed it like halfway to where I normally would. And so it only took like 30 hours to get it done. That's the thing about it too. Like you can take herd management to varying different levels. So like how long it takes you is also going to depend on like how far you want to take HM. I'm doing good, halftime guy. Dissolved and fried the circuits? Oh no, wait, did I miss a message? Oh, a Himalayan salt lamp in the dishwasher? Gosh, yeah, that's not, why would you do that? Why would you even do that? What would make anybody think that that's a good idea? The skin on my 300 AR is one of the, I think it's called the Lunar New Year. It's one of the Lunar New Year ones that they released last year. So it won't be available again till Lunar New Year. Although, they didn't do the Christmas skins this year, did they? Or the New Year skins. So, who knows? Maybe they won't even release this one again. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Got a great one, Fallow, after 447 kills and 5 diamonds. Let's go. That's super cool. Love to see it. There's those little buckaroos. I'm doing good, Daniel. Hey, ROL. Oh, we got $3 to shoot here. Ah, that was the last bullet. No. Well, technically, we killed 3. It's just going to take him a little bit to die. Yeah, DH, you do need to count. There's no way for the game to keep track of your kills, unfortunately. So you have to keep track of it yourself. I use an app on my phone called Smart Counter. Helps me keep track of it. Where did the other one go? Did I mess up the shots on 2? Oh, no, he's floating. That's what it is. It's a floater. Thank you, OKCon. Been trying to set up a great one fox grind on Emerald Coast. Any tips, Crow? To be honest, I have not hunted foxes on Emerald Coast much, so I really don't have any tips. I know Lady Legend's been doing it. I know Caitlin's been doing it, so they might be better sources for Emerald Coast fox information, because I've barely even shot a fox on Emerald Coast. All I know is they can drink it pretty much everywhere on the map. Got a super albino Rocky on my bear grind this week. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. That sounds about right, Sam. See, that's the ultimate way to count fallow deer kills, is a napkin and a Sharpie. Most efficient way possible. Because, I mean, you know what happens if your phone explodes? You know, it's all gone. Big looking 2 there. Hello, ma'am. Nice. We got them both. Beautiful. Got a great one, Fallow, after 6,462 kills with 221 diamonds. Jeez, that's a long grind. At least you got it, dude. Because that is a brutal grind. Nito Gaming, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Need to get me a diamond plains bison. They are pretty sick, aren't they? I don't really hunt the plains bison too much. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Killed my second diamond. Let's go, big buck killer. If I could remove one great one species, what would it be? Tar. Just because they're the least fun for me personally. Okay, still no new respawns here, thankfully. Yeah, just because they're the least fun. What else? There was something else I was going to say too, but I got sidetracked. Yeah, I'd remove tar because they're the least fun. They're the most annoying to set up for now with the changes that they made to them. So, like... And I think they're the least popular. Like, not many people seem to care for them, so I'd probably remove that if I could remove one. Obviously, if I was, like, forced to remove one. Because I want as many great ones in the game as possible, you know? J-Dog, welcome back as a member. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And Killer Jabs, thank you so much for the super chat. When's a collab with Flinter? I've already done collabs with Flinter in the past. I don't know if we'll do any in the future. I haven't really talked to him about anything like that recently. So I don't know. I mean, as always, if he wanted to, I'm down. There we go. 2 more down. Speaking of down. Boom. As you guys can see, I kind of tweaked this setup a little bit. So now we've got a little bit of a better, like more efficient setup for this zone. Because of the fact that we have an extra zone we have to go to now. You're going hunting in 20 minutes? Let's go, Braden. Love to see it. What's my favorite great one? Probably the moose. There's just something special about the moosies. The moose are just fun. "15 kills into my fallow grind. First kill was a diamond." Let's go. That's pretty wild to get your first kill as a diamond. That's pretty crazy. Any tips for a moose grind in Revel and Thule? Yes. The top half of the map is incredible. So if possible, make zones in the top half of your main zones. Dude, how did they spook off? Unless these are... Oh, I'll bet it's from that zone. I bet these guys are in the brush here. Let's reset the time. Let's reset the time and see if we can get them to show up. Luke, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love the vids, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, there we go. There they are. So this is the new zone I had to add because it's got $2 for me to shoot. You know what's funny is, like, I swear to God, like, we managed this zone down at some point. I'm curious, like, how it suddenly has $2 again. Did I just, like, not check it properly the last time I hunted it? Because, yeah, it gets a consistent $2. Which is wild. And honestly, it's not a bad zone either. Like, it's in a decent spot. Do you think you'll get a great one this stream? It's hard to say. This grind has been a little bit of a slower one, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, but maybe, you know? Anything's possible. It's Call of the Wild, but I think it's going to be at least 1,500 kills. That's my prediction. Well, that's up to you, Kelsey. I mean, if you want to leave it as a pet, you could. If you want to kill it, you know, you could do that as well. Really comes down to whatever you want to do at the end of the day. Do snow leopards have a drink time? No, they don't. No drink time for snow leopards. And also, guys, if I sound a little more like low energy today, it's because I stayed up really late and I'm really tired. Don't see anything crazy here. All right, nothing there. Because we're leaving that small 2 here. Any tips on how to get money to set up a whitetail grind? Just shoot lots of animals. I mean, that's the most like streamlined, straightforward way to do it. Just shoot everything you see until you get enough money. You could also start a more profitable grind to earn money for other grinds. Like red deer's a very profitable grind. So is black bear if you can get a good like consistent grind going. There's a few others that are really good as well. Thank you, Liam. Appreciate it. What? One deer? Come on. Where's my buckaroos? Huh. This zone being weird. Wrong button. There we go. How many whitetail great ones do I have? 37 currently. It's very rare, SQ. It's very rare for that to be a thing, but it does happen. But it is very, very rare. Nice little level 3. Oh, hey. What's up, buddy? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. That one should be a diamond, though. Thank you, ROL. Hopefully we get it, man. I'd love to get a typical rack. It's so incredibly rare, but man, I would love it. Do you think it'd be fun for a new reserve to be in the Middle East and you can kill camels? I've heard about camel hunting before. Like feral camels. I don't know how it would go or like where it would be located, though. I don't even know what type of species could be on a Middle East map. Because I can't remember if it's regular camels you're allowed to hunt or if it's just feral camels. I think feral camels is the one that I've heard of people hunting. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's an Australia thing. I might be wrong on that, though. Garrett, thank you so much for the super chat. What time should I set for consistent black bear? I'm 1,500 kills in. I always do the last hour of their drink time for every species. The last hour of the zone time is the best, in my opinion. I'm doing good, Elephant Puppet. I'm doing good. Hopefully you are too. That's a big boy. That's a thick male. He's a big thickie. Next shot. Get smoked. What is OBS? OBS is the recording software that I use. And that the majority of creators use. There's ibex in the Middle East? Really? That's cool. That's kind of cool, man. Boom. Almost as cool as that diamond. Also, guys, with this diamond right here, that is my 1,500th diamond whitetail during Great One grinds. HM be popping, for real, for real. I know, it's crazy, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Couple bucks downrange. Those ones aren't really that impressive, but it is what it is. Can't always have giants in every zone. Even with HM. Occasionally you get these little guys. Oh, nice, ROL. Ever got the Great One whitetail on Rev? Nah, I don't really hunt Rev for whitetail. I did get a super rare on Rev once, but I haven't really done enough whitetail hunting on Rev to get a Great One. I'm not a big fan of Rev, to be honest, for whitetail. I know everybody loves it, but just not for me. I shouldn't have reloaded. There we go. Let's go, Johnny. Let's go. How you doing, Johnny? Beautiful. Hey, I mean, so far, these respawns are looking very consistent and nice. Honestly, I feel like finding those extra zones that had bucks in them honestly might have just like been what I needed to smooth things out even more. Because I feel like my respawns are very consistent now. There's too many US maps. You see, the thing is, I don't understand why people care so much about the region the map is based in. Because at the end of the day, if it's a good map that has a lot of like good species, then it shouldn't matter where it's located. I've never liked the whole argument of like, oh, I hate this new map just because it's in the US because we have too many US maps already. Because like, if it's a good map, it's a good map at the end of the day. I'll take, you know, a million more US maps if they're unique and have different animals and provide an experience we didn't have already, you know? I care much more about the actual contents of the map and if it's a good map. Yo, what's up, Ruth? How you doing? How many zones do you need for pheasants on the new map? See, the thing is, pheasants have a lot of solos, so I never keep track of all my zones. You'll have between 15 and 20 zones that will be a flock of pheasants, like a group zone, instead of just a solo. That's really the only number you need to pay attention to, because solos are going to move every time you shoot them. Any more bucks aside from that one? Nope, that's it. Ah, let me in. I couldn't get in. It's going good, Axe Hunter. What's the count? 938. Which means we've killed 32 whitetail in approximately like 23 minutes of hunting. Pretty good. Love to see it, man. Yo, what's up, Clay Drew? Sorry I didn't see it first. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Completely free and it helps the stream. Really appreciate it. You should do Parquet Red Deer. The HM is easier than on Tiabroa. The solos don't bounce. Is it true? They don't bounce? I mean, I'd be down to try it, but obviously I gotta try it after the whitetail grind is done. Because we have to get number 100 as a whitetail. Because I told you guys I would. Okay, those are the two that we spooked off from the previous zone again. They always run this way. That's very interesting. It's very, very interesting that they always take this path. I have no idea, Ray. Weren't you the one that was having issues with slow mode last time? I think at that point, it's just a you issue. Should I shoot all my stack 5 medium fallow after I manage down the rest of my zones, or just leave them? Oh, shoot them, of course. The whole purpose of stacking is just to help manage down the rest of your map. That's the only reason you stack diamonds, is to kind of raise the average score of the deer on your maps so that it's easier to get more low levels in your exteriors. And then once you're done managing your map down, yes, shoot them, because those are going to be your main deer that you're rotating on. So you want to have them be your main shooter zones. Because they're not only like stacking diamonds doesn't always, or gosh, I got to start that sentence over. I changed courses halfway through. The thing is, whenever you're stacking stuff, you're not just stacking to, push down the levels of the exterior zones, right? But it's also a way to kind of have like placeholders so that your main zones don't get managed down. So yeah, you want to shoot them once you're done managing. Which is why that when you're stacking, it's usually not a good idea to stack in zones you don't plan to make your main zones. Let's go, Johnny. You'd probably need at least 80% of your males to be level 1, Gina. If you want to get it to where it's a diamond every 15 kills, usually you'll need like at least 80% of your males on the entire map to be level 1. And that goes for, all zones, even ones you haven't found. Because every single animal of that species is going to count towards your herd management, even if you haven't found it. Because, like, when you get your map to, like, 70% of whatever low level is required for that particular species, like, whenever it's to 70%, that's usually when you're going to get a diamond every, like, 25 to 30 kills. So, yeah, once you get to, like, 80% of them, usually it'll be, like, a diamond every 15 kills, like, 15 to 20. Does herd management help with a great one? A lot of people believe it does. A lot of people believe it doesn't. It's really gonna differ a lot depending on who you ask. I personally think it does. I mean, I feel like a lot of my grinds are just, proof of that. We've seen like how crazy the spawn rates are for great ones whenever I'm doing heavy HM. Aside from like very unfortunate grinds, because you can get a bad grind no matter what. Doesn't matter how herd managed you are, you can always get a bad grind. You can always have a grind that takes a long time, because RNG is still a factor. But yeah, I personally believe it does. I've seen a lot of data from different creators and people throughout the community that use and don't use it. Ah, man. Missed him. Oh, well. Helps with fallow for sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely, Caitlin. Fallow, oh my gosh, herd managed fallow are cracked, man. They are insane. That's honestly what kind of changed my mind on whether herd management affects it or not, was fallow deer. Because like before then, I had gone back and forth like crazy. Like whenever I was grinding my red deer, is my first herd management grinds ever. I didn't believe that it affected great ones at that point because I was getting a lot of long grinds. Then I started to do my Leighton Lakes whitetail grinds and got like tons and tons of short grinds, and then I was like, okay, maybe it does help. Then came along a time period where I stopped using HM for a couple months. I think it was like 1 or 2 months. I stopped using HM. I did some whitetail grinds without HM. I was still popping whitetail within less than 2,000 kills every time. So then I was like, this doesn't feel that different. Maybe it doesn't affect them. And then fallow came along, and I got like the first 5 or 6 of my fallows were all under 600 kills, which was just nuts. And so then I was like, yeah, I think it affects them. And then since then, I mean, I've had pretty much only good luck with it, aside from Tar. Tar were the exception, where Tar were just so awful. Even when they were decently herd managed, I was just getting long grinds like crazy. How many times am I getting a run? It's not really like dimes every run. I mean, some runs I get 2 diamonds, some I get none, some I get 3, some I get 1. That was a bar. That was a bar right there. That was beautiful. The tarable tar, indeed. They were indeed tarable. Those rude little creatures. How should I HM my blacktail? I've never tried to herd manage blacktail, but since they go to level 5, I would probably recommend leaving level 2s and level 1s. Blacktail deer also have really small groups. Like, they're in groups of 5 or less. So yeah, make sure that your main zones are the groups of 5. Try to manage down the solos as quick as you can, because they're going to be brutal with the blacktail deer. Don't think I'll ever do Tar. Not worth it to me. Oh yeah, Tar is pretty much just like, if you love the way the Tar looks, or you want a crazy challenge, then, you know, that's the type of people that are going to go for Tar nowadays. But the thing is, like, I don't like the look of the Tar enough to warrant me just doing these super long unlucky grinds for them, you know? But yeah, I totally agree. I totally get that. For me, it's like, I got 2. I'm good with that. I'm happy with 2 Tar. I've already got 2. One of them is a variation that I really liked. So it's like, I'm happy. I don't need any more of them. You turned! That was such a mean buck. You guys saw that, right? Literally just dodged it. Unbelievable. Okay, that was on me. That was my fault there. I can't even blame anything on that shot. Except myself. That was awful. Oh, yeah. They should have done a different great one for the first non-base game great one for sure, Johnny. I really feel like it was a missed opportunity not doing something like Rocky Mountain Elk or Lion or Mule Deer. Like, those would have been a lot more popular than Tar. Like, I get it. Tar's was a highly requested animal, but it wasn't a highly requested great one. That's the thing. Like, people really wanted Tar in the game, but just for the fact of being able to hunt Tar, not because they wanted a great one Tar. So I think that was the miscalculation, probably. They probably just assumed that since it's such a highly requested species that people would want a great one of it, and it turned out that that wasn't necessarily the case. In my opinion, the pheasant and fox great one were a lot better choice than a Tar. I'm happy that at least they went with some that made sense with this last group of great ones, you know? Because fox was requested for years, and pheasant, though it wasn't requested a lot, it is so pretty, so I'm very happy they did it. Garrett, thank you for the super chat. In your opinion, what's a long black bear grind? I'm not sure what the last part of that means. I'm assuming you're saying that your grind is painful right now. Anyway, in terms of like long black bear grinds, I'd say like a black bear grind that's 3,000 kills or more would be considered a long one. Dang tree, dude. Well, I have an idea. I'm going to fast travel to this tent and wait for them to run over. Yeah, the Great One Fox, Great One Pheasant, they're both so pretty. They are beautiful Great Ones. What the? He just moved. Okay, no respawns here. Where's the ones we spooked off? They usually run this way. There they are. Oh, that's so good that I can set up like this to take them out whenever I miss on the first shot. That's so good. I love that. That's incredible. Tell me why I'm shooting fallow? Because you're addicted, Caitlin. That's why. Because you're addicted and fallow deer are cool. What are my tips for red deer grinds? Hunt on Tiabaroa. Make sure you're hunting drink zones, obviously. If you're herd managing, leave level 4s and below. If you're not herd managing, focus the left side of the map primarily because it is the most consistent and easiest to hunt. Trying to think what else. I think that's the main things. There's our buck right there. I see you, little buddy. What's up, Dre Talk? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, Dre. What scope am I using? I'm currently using the Odin scope. It's the newest scope that was added in a DLC a few months ago at this point, I think. They need to give the red deer Great Ones some love and give them some new fur. I agree, Liam. They definitely do. Right now, they are by far the most unimpressive Great One just because everything looks the same with them. For sure. Like, the thing is, like, the variations we do have for red deer are pretty, right? The fur type is pretty. The racks look pretty. The problem is there's 5 racks and most of them look pretty much the same. Like, if you're looking at all the Great One red deer racks for the very first time, you're going to have a tough time picking out the differences on some of them. Like, it's such minute differences on so many of the racks that it's just, they need more variety. Like, instead of just the vines, like, maybe put some different colors of foliage in the antlers or something. Different colors, different kinds, you know? And obviously some new fur types would be incredible. Oh, hey. That's a buckaroo we need to shoot. Howdy, buckaroo. Boop. It's going good, Kimberly. How rare are 270 red deer? They're pretty rare. It's definitely not common to get. I'd say I've only got like 10 of them out of, you know, over 1,000 red deer diamonds. How'd you get that weapon skin? So that one is the Lunar New Year skin. One of the Lunar New Year skins. Obviously, you can't get it right now because it's not Lunar New Year. But I assume that whenever the Lunar New Year comes around again, they might drop this pack again for free. Why don't I use custom scopes? Oh, I do. I use the other Mil Dot reticle. I'm using Mil Dot reticle 2 on the Odin. I go back and forth. Like, I'm one of those players where I don't pick one thing. I just bounce between everything. So, like, I'm changing my scope reticle, like, every week. Sometimes multiple times a day, even. Definitely, Lunar. Definitely. Definitely, for real. You dirty little deer. Dude, you guys saw that, right? It was facing one direction, and then it, like, turned to run. What a rude deer. Making me mess up my shots here. One bucket looks like. That's probably the one I missed last time. Because I don't see a respawn. I only see that guy. Oh yeah, the fox look incredible. Love them. How rare is albino bantang? Well, I've killed, I think, like 2,000 bantang on my super rare bantang grind, and I didn't get a single rare during that time. So they're not easy. They're definitely not easy. I don't just give moderator to anybody, Nolan. I only give moderator to people that I've known for a while. People that I've known for a while. Generally, you got to be like a trusted person in multiple stream communities. It helps if you're a moderator for a friend of mine. I don't just give moderator to anybody because there's a lot of power that comes with it, and we don't want somebody like abusing the power. And if I don't know somebody, obviously I have no way to know if they would. What gun am I using? I'm using the 300 AR. You know, I don't know why some of you guys are just now noticing like slow mode in the chat, because I've been using a like 3 or 5 second slow mode for years. I wonder why there's only now people talking about it. Yeah, I had a good Christmas. It was fun. Spent a lot of time with my wife and daughter. Went over to my mom's place and hung out. Went over to her mom's place and hung out. We had a fun Christmas. It was good. True, Johnny, true. True. Ooh, destroyed. Sucks to be a deer when Scarecrow's around. Think they're finally reading the text that says slow mode is on? Maybe, or maybe YouTube changed like how visible it is. Because yeah, it's always been a thing. We use like a 3-second slow mode here to make it so that it's easier to prevent spamming, because there used to be a pretty unfortunate problem where, you know, people would join and they'd just spam the same letter, and with a slow mode on, they can't just spam super fast, you know? So that's the only reason we have it on. It's to combat the spammers that come in just to spam. There they are. Boom. In fact, you guys are seeing it working in action right now. Oh yeah, Lando. Like it's I do pretty well. Enough to keep my family fed with a little bit of wiggle room. In a few weeks or days, I'll be 10 months as a member. That's crazy, Green Flames. That's crazy. Yes, this is a herd-managed grind. Oh my gosh, Jeremiah. Well, that sounds about right. That's hilarious, though. That is hilarious. That's when you know you were right. What's the highest trophy score on a whitetail? So it would be the Big Rat Great One whitetail. And the score on that thing is like, you know, in the 600s. Trying to think what the highest scoring one I've ever seen was. Yes, Logan. Streaming is my full-time job. Well, not just streaming, obviously. Streaming and making videos. Content creation. Been doing it full-time for about 4 years now. Because I've been running the channel for, like, 4 years and 7 or 8 months or something like that. And thanks to you amazing people, I get to do this every day, and I love it. I mean, I could try, Evan, but something I say isn't going to make the devs add something to the game. They would not change something off of just one person. Because EW goes off of, you know, as we've seen recently, they go off of, like, highly requested stuff. Like, features that you guys request the most in social media and in their Discord and stuff like that is probably the stuff that's going to get prioritized. So, I mean, if you guys want to see, like, keyboard and mouse support for console, ask them for it, you know? Oh, we are herd managing, Stacy. This is an HM grind. Okay, nothing there. What's my most wanted great one? Ooh. So if we're going, like, anything's allowed, like the craziest things possible, my most wanted great one would be a fabled piebald typical rack whitetail, because it's, like, virtually impossible to get, and it looks incredible. Where's the 300 AR? Oh, I'm using it right here. If you're asking, like, what pack it's in the high caliber hunting pack. There he is. We got a respawn here. This is why I have to keep this tent here, because, like, every, you know, 5 to 10 runs, we get a buck here. Glad you enjoy the content, Logan. What's the chances of getting a great one? Nobody knows the exact number. But usually, you know, it takes anywhere from a few hundred kills to a few thousand kills. And if you're really unlucky, like 10 or 20,000. And nobody knows the exact, like, chances of getting a great one, though. Yo, what's up, Andrew? How's it going? Just got a super rare black grouse. Let's go, Corbin. That's awesome. There's our buck. Boom. You're at 950 kills. Jeez, Kevin. Hopefully you'll get it soon, man. How hard is a great one to get without grinding? So if you're trying to get a great one without grinding, it's probably going to take a long, long time. I mean, because think of it this way. Most people that grind, you know, we kill thousands of whitetail, or, you know, whatever species it's for. It's very difficult to kill thousands of animals if you're not grinding, you know? So however long it takes you to kill, like, 1,000 or 2,000 animals, you know, that's about how long it would take to possibly get one without grinding, you know? Because, like, the kill counts are going to be the same. Like, whatever number you were going to get your great one in is how long it's going to take. So, I mean, if you're not grinding, it could take a very long time. All depends on how quickly you kill animals. If you're trying to get a great one without grinding, though, I would highly recommend playing on, like, Salzwiesen Park, because pheasants seem to have pretty consistent, like, short grinds for great ones. And so if you're just casually hunting everything you see on Salzwiesen Park or another map that has pheasants, you very well could get just a random great one pheasant. I've seen a couple people do it already. Jeez, Johnny. You're getting deep into that grind. Hopefully you'll get it soon. I don't know if I could shoot that many foxes without going insane. That's awesome to hear, ROL. What's the best map for whitetail? My favorite is Layton Lakes. A lot of people really like Revontuli, though. But I think Layton is just amazing for them. I mean, you guys have seen me do so many grinds for whitetail on Layton. It is my go-to. Calling a great one? Maybe, Carson. They aren't getting bigger? For what, Pew Pew Hunts? Are you trying to herd manage or something and it's not, like, working for you? If you're not getting larger animals, that just means you gotta manage more. You just gotta manage them more, man. What was my most recent great one? My most recent great one was... Okay, $1 here. Most recent great one was a fallow deer. It was in the last 7-day grind video here on the channel. A beautiful silver spoon rack. What's my favorite map in general? If I was just picking one map that I had to play for the rest of my life, it would probably be Sunder Patton. Like, just in general. Not considering, like, Great One grinding or anything. Sunder Patton's just such a good map. It's got the tigers. It's got the snow leopards. The Barasinga are so cool. The Nilgai are awesome. It's got incredible populations of water buffalo and yak and stuff like that. It's just such a fun map. I love that map so much. Oh yeah, I kind of figured. I just say ROL because it's easier to pronounce than like roll, because I just didn't know how you would pronounce it, so I'm just saying ROL. What does EW stand for, by the way? Expansive Worlds. It's the development studio or whatever that makes Call of the Wild. Any tips for the Great One pheasant? Yes, hunt it on Salsvisen Park. It is so easy to find all your pheasants on that map. And if you want literally the best tip that you could get, if you're decent at hitting flying birds, put your tent directly on top of the zone. That way, when you fast travel, you'll be right next to them. They'll fly off, and then you can shoot them as they're flying away. It makes it so easy. Woo! Sorry. Hopefully I muted in time. That was a massive sneeze. I could have blown down a house with that sneeze. Monochrome, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Really tempted to create concept art for new furs and racks for Great One Red Deer inspired by the Four Seasons. Dude, do it. Oh my gosh. That would be so awesome. Monochrome, if you do that, post it in my Discord. We have like an art channel, I'm pretty sure. I think we still have an art channel in there. If you do those concept arts, post them in there and tag me. Because that sounds really awesome. How many drink zones do you have? So for whitetail deer, I have 71 of them. It's a lot, right? It's a crazy amount. 71 zones here. $971 kills into the grind, guys. Yes, Tugboat. Like, leaving a few kills here and there is not, like, a huge issue in your grind. Think of it this way. As far as we know, the way it works in terms of, like, Great Ones not being able to spawn when you don't claim animals, it's just the ones you don't claim can't respawn a Great One. So if you... That means that if you killed 300 or 3,000, like you said, and you left 100 on the ground, that would just mean that those 100 couldn't have the chance of spawning a Great One, but the other 2,900 could, you know? Think of it that way. If you don't claim it, that particular deer can't spawn you a Great One. At least that's how I understand it based on the little hints we've been given in the EW streams. And just from what we've seen throughout the community and what would make sense to me. Oh, hey. That's a good buckaroo. Howdy there, buckaroo. You're looking beautiful. Just like these skins on the 303. I love this combination. In fact, once we get over here, I'm going to show you guys this combination because I think it's the prettiest for the 303. It's so beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm definitely Flinter's twin. Dude, that used to be a joke on the channel, right? Is that Flinter and I were twins because we'd always get like the same trophies within a week of each other. It was incredible. We like constantly were getting the exact same trophies. Yo, what's up, Maxwell? Hope you're doing good. So, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. It's this one right here, the Parque Fernando Spruce Wood. And then I've got the New Year's Silver Medal. So in order to make this version, you'd have to have that. You would have to have the New Year's Silver Medal. Which I don't think they released it during this New Year. So you would have had to have got it last New Year's. Oh, I guess I should hide the chat for this part. There. Now you can see it a little bit better. So yeah, that right there, the New Year's Silver Medal, and then I've got this right here, the Parque Fernando Spruce Wood. I think it looks incredible on the 303. Yeah, Johnny, you've been saying that. Sounds like it might be. So what is an alternative? Ooh. The Easter Black Matte Nitride Medal. That looks good. That looks so good, actually. What's one that comes with a pack? Okay, so that comes with a pack. That doesn't look as good, though. Thunder Patent. It looks like all the good-looking medals are from, like, the holiday packs that are limited time. So, unfortunately, if you didn't get any of those, you won't be able to make that pretty combo. Or any of those pretty combo. Monochrome, thank you so much for the super chat again. Based on yours and chat support, I guess I have to do it. Yes, please. That would be so cool. That would look so sick, I bet. Thank you once again for the super chat, by the way. Super, super generous of you. Pro distracted by gun skins. I know, right, Scott? I love the skins in the game. There's some people that don't like it when they release customization stuff, but dude, I want more of that. I want more different skins for us to use. I feel like variety is never a bad thing. And as long as they're releasing it alongside like main major updates, then I think that's perfect. Wait, okay, there it is. Do you leave all solo fallow deer for herd management? So for herd management, you want your solos to be level 1s and 2s, or like small 3s. Small 3s being the ones that score 150 or less. That way you don't have to use the solos as main grinding deer, and they're also, you know, not going to be hurting your herd management by being high level, so you want to manage those as quick as you can. 8-Bit Legends, thank you for the super chat. Been on a fallow grind and got 4 diamonds and like 100 kills for first setting it up. That's pretty good for like your first 100 kills getting 4 diamonds. Because like normally if you're not herd managed, which at that point you wouldn't be herd managed yet, usually you average a diamond every 100. So 4 in 100 is pretty crazy. That's awesome. All right. Let's pop the chat back up now that we're done looking at the customization. I don't see any bucks we can actually shoot. Let's reset the time. What do I do with my level 1 whitetail males? Well, if you're herd managing, you can leave them. And then, you know, just go find other bucks to shoot instead. Okay, no respawns here. Good to know, man. Good to know. What gun do I use? So I use the 300 AR as like my rifle to shoot just the normal bucks, and then I use the 303 British to shoot the diamonds and rares. But, you know, the gun I use to shoot diamonds and rares, I kind of go back and forth on different guns. Kind of whatever I feel like using that day. What's the kill count? 971. When was the last time I killed a doe? Been a while. I think we accidentally killed a doe like 1,000 kills ago or something like that. Maybe not quite 1,000. Maybe like 600 or 700 kills ago we killed a doe by accident. Or no, we didn't even kill her. We hit her and then we main menued so she wouldn't die. So yeah, it's been over 1,000 kills since I've accidentally shot a doe. Nothing in zone 1. Is it bad to have all does in a zone? Not really, because at that point you just ignore the zone. If it's got all does, then there's no need to hunt it, you know? Black bear? That really threw me off for a second. I was like, that is a really dark deer, and then it ends up being a bear. Other than a Texas game ranch, what other maps would you like to see? So aside from a Texas game ranch, I'd love to see another Africa map. I'd love to see a British Columbia map. Those are like the main ones. I think both would be really cool, you know. What score is needed for Diamond Whitetail? I believe it's 255.09. Installing the game now, what's the first thing I should do? So first thing you should do when you get into any game is go into your settings and, you know, get them set up the way you want. Ma'am, why you be bugging? Boom. 263. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now let's get away from the cursed doe. Why do you only shoot bucks? Because a doe can't give you a great one. You can't get a great one from a doe, so there's no point in shooting them. There's no point in shooting the does because you cannot get a great one from them. You can't get a diamond from them. They don't give as much money, so there's like really no point in doing that. Oh! Wipeout. That was nuts. That poor deer. That poor little deer, man. Just face planting. No, I don't tax all my diamonds, Francesca, because I use herd management, which is a grinding method that increases the spawn rate of diamonds. So we get a diamond whitetail like every probably 15 to 25 kills on average. So I only tax the like really unique ones or the super high scoring ones because I have 1,502 diamond whitetail at this point. Now, obviously, if it's a species I don't have a lot of diamonds of, I will tax all of them, especially if it's an animal that I'm not herd managing. Was hunting Banting and got 9 yards away from him with a revolver. That's crazy, Jason. I bet that was a rush, getting that close, because those things are mean. Yeah, Lindsay, we're so close. We're so close to 100 great ones. Number 100 is just refusing to show up. What Great One rack do you want for whitetail? The typical. 100% the typical. It's the only rack I don't have, and it is absurdly hard to get. So I just want that thing to show up. That's all I want. Is it bad if the zone isn't all ones when you leave it? So if you're herd managing, obviously the more ones you get, the better your diamond rate is going to be when you're done managing. So it's good to try and get as many ones as you possibly can. It's okay to have a couple zones where you leave like a really small 2, but I would try not to leave more than like maybe 15 small 2s on the map. Try to get all your others down to 1s, aside from your main zones, obviously. Oh, gosh. That deer really wanted to get close. Imagine if your 100th Great One was the typical rack. That's what we're hoping for. It's very unlikely, but that would be awesome. Yeah, it did. That deer was like, hey, give me smooches, man. Freaking deer, man. The deer are getting a little bit too friendly. And that's why we must massacre the deer. Just one respawn there. Man, respawns have been kind of... They're getting a little finicky the last couple runs. Maybe it's time I head up to, what's it called? Maybe it's time I head up to the Hidden Lake and kill those 4 level 2s that I found. I've been putting it off because I don't have very many tents to, like, dedicate to that. I mean, I could totally remove a tent, I guess, from a zone, but I don't know. What tent would even be, like, the perfect one to remove? The only one I really could is the one I'm at. But that would be 250 meters with the ATV to get here. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Let's remove this. And we will, from now on, ATV down here. Oh, please don't do anything like that, Melly Bandit. Doesn't matter who the person is. That's not nice. That's not a good thing to do. And to even admit it. Don't be doing that type of stuff. What's my favorite trophy? My favorite trophy that I have is probably my Diamond Albino Red Deer. It's a max weight that I got off of Emerald Coast. One of the greatest trophies I've ever got. So good. It's so good, man. Yeah, just don't do it in the future, Melly Bandit. I do not condone that type of stuff. Because it's just, you know, it's just immature. In my personal opinion. Do I hunt IRL? I did when I was growing up. Haven't really had the time to do it in the last, like, 4 or 5 years. I hunted up until I was 18, and then, you know, for the next 2 or 3 years, I didn't really have the money to go hunting. Didn't really have the extra money for it. And, you know, nowadays, I just don't have the time for it. Melly Bandit, thank you for the super chat. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. Really appreciate the super chat. Absolute legend. Wasn't there another one? I swear I saw another one. Oh, yeah, there it is. I was going to say, I got the outline once. Where is it? Ah, it's in such a bad spot, too. Okay, we're going to do that thing where we don't kill that one and we let it go to the other zone. I think that's actually such an awesome little thing we discovered where they always spook to my next zone. That is so convenient. Love it. Thank you, Sage. Hopefully we get something crazy. How hard to kill a diamond? Nilgai, my first kill was a diamond. Pretty tough. I mean, I've killed well over 100 Nilgai, and I only have one diamond, and it was just because when I was hunting with Kendall Gray, we found a diamond and a piebald side by side, so he killed the piebald and then I killed the diamond. That is the only diamond Nilgai I've ever killed. Obviously, if you herd manage them, it's going to be easier, but just in general, they're not super easy. Yeah, Sam, for sure. There's a few weird things with that. They definitely get a little weird at times. There he is. That's the one that we just talked about. Ah, it's so convenient. They just run right there. Let's go, dude. Yeah, guys, I think it's time that we get the luck in chat. I think it's time we get the luck. I'm going to put the chat on screen. I need to see. If you're a member, put those 10 fabled emotes in chat. If you're not a member, say Great One or G1. Or you can just type 10. You know, we just need to get the luck going. Imagine a Great One spawns while it's on this screen. That would be so tragic. There we go. 2 more down. Holy crap. Holy dude. Insanity. You guys are popping off. And cease the Great One spam. I'd say that's enough, guys. I think we got the luck going now. The luck is flowing. The luck is going. You guys are going so crazy. Like, the chat is actually... The, like, on-screen chat is struggling to keep up. Alright, guys. That's enough with the G1 spam. We're good now. But hopefully that'll be enough luck, man. Hopefully that'll be enough luck. That's hilarious, Sam. Belt is out. Calm down. Oh my gosh. How close do you set tents to zones? Usually about 200 to 220 meters away, because the spook range is about 180 meters. These are the 2 bucks I shot while it was on the chat, by the way. These 2 guys right here. Popped them both. I missed a super chat? Oh, that does not surprise me. With how crazy the chat was. Ray, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. 10 for a level 10. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Lean fox? Or not fox. Coyote. That thing. The fox-looking thing. All right, nothing new here. That's good. Yo, what's up, Ender? Hope you're doing good. Come on, Great One. How many streams has it been since we started going for number 100? We've had to have done like 4 or 5 streams now. I think 4. I think we've done like 4 streams going for number 100. I've always wondered that too, Kathy. It didn't used to be. Whoa. Hey, buddy, you're nice. There's his brother. That is quite nice looking, though. He's a mighty fine buck. That's 100% gonna float. There's no avoiding it. He's floating. How about 1, Sam? How about 1? You think squirrels would be a cool Class 1 addition? 100%, Aiden. That's one of my most wanted things in the game. Be so good. A light brown turkey's rare. Nah, sadly they're not rare. Sadly, they're not rare. What gun was that? That was the 303. It comes with Tiabroa. Yeah, I'm used to it at this point, Anthony. How often does an uncommon bird type spawn? I think like uncommons are probably like 1 in 10 in most cases. But yeah, Anthony, jealousy does that to people, you know? Zyro, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. The poor grounded pheasants missed the stream so much. Or missed that stream so much. Dude, the pheasants, when they like didn't fly off immediately, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Monster Jam on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Let's go, Sam. I was watching Monster Jam yesterday. Season's starting off great, I gotta say. 2025 season is starting off great. I'll likely be watching today's stadium events as well. After I get done with the stream, of course. Whew. Beautiful. That's a good looking deer. We're getting a lot of basket racks today. Lots of basket racks. Nah, they don't nerf it, Big B. They don't nerf grinds. They just fix bugs. Because let's be honest, it was not intended that pheasants would just waddle around next to you when you fast travel on them. That was clearly not intentional. Even me, a grinder, can tell that that is not what they intended to be possible. As much as I loved it, and as much as it was just super fun and hilarious, I can see very clearly why they didn't keep that. Because it was kind of ridiculous, to be fair. Same with being able to spawn right next to animals, like tar and stuff, and just blast them. That was obviously something that was never going to last as well. People still think it was a nerf. That's what I'm saying, Ender. I don't get it. I don't get how people still just think that EW's out to get grinders. I mean, I'm one of their biggest partnered creators, and I'm a grinding channel. They clearly don't hate grinding, or else I wouldn't be a partner. How much longer am I streaming for? I'm streaming for probably another hour. Actually, about 40 minutes, I'd say. About 40 minutes, approximately. All right, it's time. Let's go set up a tent at our favorite lake, the Hidden Lake. Just kidding. I hate that lake because it's really, really rough. It doesn't have the best visibility from where you can place tents. So this is going to suck, but we got to do it, man. We got to do it. Nah, I'm not going to go hunt red deer right now. We have to get a whitetail for number 100. I promised chat that I'd get a whitetail for number 100 because that's what number 1 was. Our first great one ever was a whitetail, so 100 is going to be a whitetail. No matter how long it takes us, we're making it a whitetail. This is the main zone that has a ton of bucks. So I need to place my tent in a way that we can see that zone easily. Let's go, Landon. What do I do with my level 1 whitetail males? Well, if you're herd managing, you can just leave them. If you're not herd managing, you can shoot them. All right, let's see. How is this going to look? Excuse me. I need to get the tripod. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll do nicely. That'll do nicely right there. Perfect. Okay. We're in business. We are in business now. Great one, elk or mule deer? If I had to pick between the two, I'd take an elk just because it would be so ridiculously huge. Like, you've seen how massive Diamond Rocky Elk are. Could you imagine a Great One Rocky Elk? Like, it'd be the largest thing in the game by a long shot, man. I just think that would be insane. I'd like to have both a mule deer and an elk in game, but if I had to pick, it would be the elk. If I could only have one, it would be the elk for sure. What gun is that? This is the 300 AR. You get it in the high caliber hunting pack. Do you still think pheasants are the easiest great one in the game? They're one of them, yes. I'd say pheasants and fallow are very similar. They're both incredibly similar in terms of, like, how often they give short grinds. They give them pretty often from what I've seen. Fallow and pheasant feel very similar in terms of, like, kill counts. Pheasant are also just really easy to set up on, especially on Salsvisen Park. Like, if you set up on that map, oh my gosh, it's a cakewalk. What do I think of the 338 bolt action? It's a cool rifle. It's a little bit too slow, and I don't like the bullet drop on it as much as the 300. That's my biggest issues, is just it's too slow for grinding in a lot of cases. The only time I used it was with bears, and I mean, now that the 300 AR is a thing, I haven't used it for bears since. It's a cool rifle. It's just a little underwhelming because they modeled the look of the rifle after a 338 Lapua, right? But then the actual caliber performs like a 338, what's it called? Win Mag, I think 338 Win Mag is the other one. It performs just like that instead of the Lapua. If it performed like the Lapua, it would be better than the 300 by a long shot. Because if I'm not mistaken, the 338 Lapua round is a much hotter round than 338 Win. At least from the research that I did. I really wish they had, done the ballistics and stuff different for it and the damage output. Wow, Sam. Wow, Sam. Oh, yeah, I did use the 338 for red deer for a little bit. True. But same thing happened, We got the 300 AR and 338 was never used again by me. In fact, yeah, I don't think I've ever gone back to it. I don't think I've ever used the 338 since the 300 AR was released. That's actually kind of insane. Just shows how insanely good this rifle is. 338 Lapua is basically right below a 50 BMG. I mean, 338 Lapua is a insane round for sure. It's definitely better than 338 Win. I'm getting that correct, right? It's 338 Winchester Magnum, right? That is the other 338 round. I always get that one mixed up. I think it's Winchester. I don't think it's like Remington or anything like that. Pretty sure it's 338 Win. It is? Okay. I thought so. Just wanted to make sure that I'm getting it right. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. I use the 300 to get them to die quicker if I make a bad shot. Because, like, if I make a good shot with the proper rifle, like the 303, they'll die on the spot. But if I make a bad shot, they run a long ways when you're using something like the 303 or the 308. So, yeah, the 300 is just to get them down quicker, no matter how bad my shot may be. Did you see the world record elk in Washington? I don't believe so. I haven't looked into a world record elk recently. So I probably didn't see it. I was looking at some of the record, like mule deer and blacktail deer recently, though. Some of those are crazy. Some of those are crazy. You're hunting IRL right now? Let's go, Luds. That's awesome. Hopefully you have some good luck. Where were you, buddy? Where were you, little guy? 996 kills, guys. We're about to hit 1,000. J-Dog, thank you for the super chat. You should try to spawn one great one on every map. That'd be fun. There's a couple maps that I don't know if I'd want to do that on, though. Like, Hirschfelden. Well, if I did Hirschfelden, I guess I would go for pheasants, probably. Yeah, I could probably go for pheasants on Hirsch, and it wouldn't be too bad, because it's actually a decent map for them. I probably wouldn't be able to herd manage them very well, but... I mean, same for New England, Johnny. Like, on New England, I'd probably go for pheasant as well. Unfortunately, though, Virhonga doesn't have a great one. So I wouldn't be able to get it on every single map. Yeah, that's true. I would have to do Tar on Sunderpatten because it's the only great one there. Ugh. Blue, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hey, Crow started Moose Great One grind. What score on level 3s do I leave alone? So when it comes to Moose, it's not about the score. It's about the rack. Just the same rack that is on the level 2s. That's what level 3s you want to leave. Because there's a lot of 3s that get the same antlers as a level 2. And so those are the ones you would want to leave. Oh, gotcha, Ender. Yeah, I've heard that from a few people. I still think pheasant is probably the easiest Hirschfelden great one to get. Fallow are so bad on Hirsch. Oh my gosh. When I was trying to do the Hirsch fallow grind, I was getting kills so slowly. It was so slow. So slow to the point where it became very grueling and unfun very fast. Hopefully you get it soon, Luds. Hopefully you get it soon. Don't even look at Hirsch fallow, dear God. I know, right? It's so bad. Hirsch fallow might be one of the most annoying grinds ever. I can't believe that at one point I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a Hirsch Great One fallow. And then I actually got to doing it, and I was like, yeah, this is actually kind of awful. Yeah, if you're going to hunt fallow, go to Tiawaroa or even Emerald Coast. Yeah, Johnny loves Parquet Fernando, Anthony. He loves Parquet for red deer. I haven't tried it, but I've heard it's good. New England whitetail with the 200 zones. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I don't think there actually is 200 zones for whitetail on New England. I think it's just moose that has 200. But it's still a lot. I think it's over 100, which is still ridiculous. Can I stack guaranteed trolls? If you want to. It doesn't have to be just diamonds you stack, you know, as long as they're pretty large. Like when I was herd managing my black bear, I got my top left corner of the map to be level 8s and level 9s instead of just level 9s, and it worked fine. We were able to manage the rest of the map very quickly. Speaking of bears, that bear's always here. Looks like only one buck. Yep, just one. I wasn't blind. There was only one there. Nothing. So weird, man. Really hoping that once we kill these 4 bucks up at the Hidden Lake, really hoping that'll help. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something, guys. So, you guys may remember, we used to have a group of whitetail right there. Like, right on this side. And we accidentally deleted that zone. Well, one of them. Okay, so I remember one zone went here, but I never found the other one, because there was 2 groups right here. There was 2 groups in this zone. One group went here, and then the other one we never found. I wonder if that's why I have bucks up here again. Is it that zone that we never refound? It must be. That would make sense, because I did not have that many bucks up here before, I don't think, even when I was still grinding it. Respawn still being bad. Not terrible. There's just a few that aren't returning, but see, guys. Look at that. There's 3 of the 4 I found. I don't know where the 4th one is. Oh, no, I zeroed wrong. Oh, there he is. Okay. I think we hit 3 there, right? Yeah, we hit 3, so all 3 should die. That brings us to 1,000 kills on the grind. Oh, man. That was terrible shooting. It was, Miles. It was awful. I'm gonna blame it on the zeroing distance. That was just bad zeroing. Okay, now hopefully I don't die trying to ATV, because this is kind of downhill, rough terrain. Hopefully it doesn't take years to get over there from, like, spinning out. Oh, that's actually not bad. Okay. Yeah, this will be a pretty efficient zone, I think. Except, oh, these bumps are gonna throw a wrench into the operation. Just got the 308 pack. Nice, Eli. It's a good DLC for sure. One was a top 277 estimate. Yeah, but it didn't have the right rack to be a diamond, so it never would be able to make 277. Because it didn't have the proper antlers. What was the hardest great one for me to get? The first great one, black bear. It took me over 8,000 kills to get my first great one black bear. So yeah, that was probably the toughest one for me to get. Second toughest would have been the tar. Actually, no, whitetail. My first whitetail took a long, long time. Because back then, I didn't know very much about grinding, so I was not doing it efficiently at all. I was very inefficient back in the day because grinding wasn't as popular or as refined as it is now. Oh, nice, Garrett. Congrats, dude. The stacking dimes help spawn great ones. No, it doesn't. The only purpose of stacking is to help your herd management go along faster. You stack big bucks or big animals of whatever species you're hunting in your main zones, like the zones you want to make your main ones that you'll hunt for the rest of the grind as your like main hunting zones, the ones that you rotate on repeatedly like I do. That's where you want to stack the big males, and then you use all those high levels in there to help you get low levels faster in your like exterior zones, the zones that you're not going to use in your grind. You try to, you stack all those so you can get the low levels faster in the other zones. Like, let's say I've got 70 zones on my whitetail grind. I pick like 10 zones to be my main zones, my 10 favorites. I want to have the diamonds or high levels in general in those 10 zones. And then having higher levels in those will help you get lower levels in the other 60, It'll help it go by a little bit faster. What's my favorite animal to hunt? I'd say enjoyability-wise, it's whitetail. They are so fun. I never get tired of shooting them. Or pheasants. Whitetail and pheasants, they're up there. If we're talking about like my favorite animal in the game, it's definitely the tiger. Tigers are so cool, but fun factor-wise, whitetail and pheasant. They're just so fun. Yes, I have, removed, I have. I remember back when people first discovered that you could ride the train. Fun times, man, fun times. Ah, you sneaky little buck. Sneaky little buckaroo. Oh my gosh, Sam. Yeah, I don't watch football nowadays, but the New England Patriots were my favorite back when I did. I haven't really watched football since 2014. That's a weird deer. Whoa. What was that? That looked big. What did I just see? Guys, was that a great one? Or was that just a really, like, large diamond? That looks... Oh, I can't see it. Guys, that looks huge. Is that a great one? Ah, it's a 3. Okay, I was gonna say. That looks huge, but I couldn't really tell. Ah, not a great one, but that's a big basket rack 3. I can't get a good shot on him, though, so we'll shoot him next time. Yeah, it's a wide basket rack. That's actually pretty sick looking. That might be the coveted 270 scoring basket rack. Dude, for a second, I thought that could have been a great one, because I just saw, like, the tops of the antlers. Oh gosh, we're peeling out. Got the Hunter Power Pack. Which gun is the best? I'm using the 7mm now. So out of the Hunter Power Pack, I mean, they're all for different classes, right? I mean, it's really going to depend. I mean, if you're looking at the 7mm versus the 308, the 7mm is stronger. 338 is obviously for different classes, but it's a strong rifle. You're a 270 basket rack. Wow. Wow, dude. I don't know whether that was a compliment or if it wasn't a compliment. What's that even supposed to mean? Got both my Great One fallow as solos. How can I change that? Stop shooting solos. That's how you change that. That's why when I'm herd managing when I herd managed my fallow, I tried to get the solos managed first so I wouldn't have to hunt them anymore. I mean, that's the easiest way to get the Great One to stop spawning as a solo. Just don't shoot the solos. If you're not shooting solos, a solo can't respawn as a Great One. Like, if you're only hunting herds, it'll only spawn in herds. Oh, Chiefs are losing right now. I bet Brober's getting sad. You can if you want to, Scott. I don't check messages on Discord very often. But you can. Smoked. Now to reset the time to get that floater to stop floating. Nah, I don't, Colton. No clue. Yeah, nothing new there, Judd. How do you set up for the pheasant grind now? Same way as before, just set up tents right on top of the zones. Oh, they are, Jack? Gotcha. Got my first Great One 3 days ago, a Fabled Mocha Fallow. Let's go, dude. The Fabled Mocha is my favorite. It's so pretty. It's definitely not broken rushing because nobody else is having problems. Chat, tell me right now. Is the slow mode allowing you to send a message every 3 seconds like it says? Because there's been like 2 people that say it's broken, but everybody else seems to be doing fine. You guys seem to be typing just fine. There we go. Now, keep in mind, when I say, is it working properly, I mean, are you able to send a message every, like, 3 to 5 seconds? Not, like, spamming it super fast. It's set to where you're supposed to be able to message every 3 or 5 seconds. I can't remember what I have it set to. It's one of those, though. Yeah, see, most people are saying it's fine. There's just, like, a few people that either didn't understand, like, that it's supposed to, like, not let you spam. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Why isn't this guy getting alerted? I think right there, probably. There we go. Finally got him to turn. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. Got a good shot as well. Beautiful. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you have a slow connection, it can make it so you're not able to send messages as quick. So like if your internet connection isn't great, or if your phone is slow, that also can affect it too. Yeah, that's not on my end then, Rushing. There's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that, man. Boom, 258. Because I can't take slow mode completely off or else people will spam. Makes it too difficult to deal with spammers whenever it's off. Which just makes the moderators' jobs tougher. I will triple check just to make sure it's at 3 seconds, because it should be. But I'll triple check to make sure. Yeah, it's at 3 seconds. What if I change it to 2? Because that'll still prevent the people that just spam the crap out of the chat. But hopefully it resets it to where it'll work for you. Because a few of you are having issues. But if it doesn't let you message normally after I just changed it, then there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, all you guys are saying that it's working fine. Perfect. It's got to be related to like internet connection or your device's speed or something like that. Because some people are having issues, others aren't. So I wonder if just resetting it is what fixed it. You still have to wait a while? Gotcha, Rushing. In that case, yeah, it's probably nothing I can do. Let me put it back to 3 seconds because 2, I'm seeing a couple people getting spammed through way too easily. So we're going back to 3 seconds. There. 3 seconds seemed perfect to me. 3 seconds seemed pretty good. So I think we'll just leave it there. Also, guys, if you haven't already, hit like on the stream. It's completely free. Helps out the channel a ton. It shows YouTube that you like this content. And therefore, YouTube might share it to even more people. Or you might get recommended my content more because YouTube knows you like it. It helps everybody. Thank you guys so much for all the support, by the way. I couldn't do any of this without you guys. Y'all make it possible. Your chat buckled when I switched it to 2 seconds. Yeah, it was, messages were coming by way too quick at 2 seconds. Which is why I went back to 3. Eric, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Is the trail cams out already? Because I see people with them. There is no trail cams in the game. There's no trail cams in the game, so I'm not quite sure what you're referencing. If you're seeing somebody with trail cams in game, I could imagine it would probably be a mod or something. Because there is no trail cams in the game. Unless somebody found a way to mod them in. Which that'd be wild. Yeah, it's going to be about 10 minutes until I have to hop off for sure. I can probably go a little bit longer. Like, I just need to hop off stream around 3 p.m. So I can go to like 3:15 or 3:10, you know. I'll finish probably 2 more runs, 1 or 2 more runs, guys. Hopefully we can get a great one in these next 2 runs. That'd be sick. That'd be so sick if we managed to get a great one in the next couple runs before I have to hop off. Unlikely, though. It's 5 for you? Yep. That's the magic of time zones. The wonder of time zones. We're at 1,014 kills now, guys. Beautiful. $5,000 diamonds before Great One 100. Dude, I don't want that to happen. No, because that'd be such a long grind. There we go. Oh, did I even look? No, I didn't. Latest harvests. Troll. Of course it's a troll. Because why wouldn't it be? Well, yes, I know that there's trail cams as part of missions, but they're not actually like, they don't actually work, is what I mean. There's no like working trail cameras in the game. There's no trail cam DLC or anything. That's what I was meaning. Nah, I don't live in Canada. I live in Oregon. Good old oregano. Fantastic spelling, Sam. Incredible. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, we got 2 bucks here now. Oh, 3. Oh gosh, the respawns are coming back here. We are getting consistent respawns here. Oh no. Well, guess this is a new main zone, eh? Crazy. Daniel, thank you for the 42 months as a member. That is crazy. That is ridiculous, dude. 42 months is wild. Happy New Year's. Hope the daughter and wife are good. Oh yeah. They are awesome. We had a really fun New Year's, fun Christmas. Hopefully you did too, Daniel. Hopefully you had a super fun New Year's and stuff. Oh, gosh. How do you track your kills? I use an app on my phone, Bryce. It's called Smart Counter. Yeah, 42 months is insane, man. Feels kind of good to have that zone back in the grind, you know? Just to give us something different to look at when we're grinding. Changing up the zones we're going to, you know? So in a way, I'm kind of happy that there was some bucks that I didn't realize I hadn't managed down. Because now we get some different scenery while we're grinding. That's hilarious, wise ones. If it's a typical rack, you should do a face reveal. I've already done a face reveal. The link's like 15 messages above you in chat. And I did, you know, probably 50 to 100, like somewhere between 50 and 100 videos and streams with it after that too throughout the years. It's just not really my thing. I don't like face cam. I don't like being on camera for multiple hours at a time. Typical rack for 100th. Great one. We can hope. Braylon, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing awesome. Hey, Hydro. Oh, we're still grinding for that 100th great one, man. We've got a good amount of diamonds today. But that's about it. We've got a really cool diamond we're about to go shoot up here. Not this zone, but the next zone. We missed him last time, and he looks like a really good one. 1,024 kills. I've been streaming for about an hour and 57 minutes now. There he is. Look at that beauty. This has potential to be a good enough deer to make it into the 7-day grind video. Ooh, don't move. Don't move, buddy. I was about to shoot. Oh, no. Going down there. Finally. Finally got him to move. Ooh, double smoke. Beautiful. How many great ones in all species have you got on Layton? So I have only hunted whitetail great ones and moose great ones on Layton. And I believe, let me think. 3 of my great one whitetail that I have in total were on Rancho. So that means I've had 34 great one whitetail on Layton. And then how many moose? Oh gosh, how many moose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7 or 8. Yeah, I think I have 7 or 8 moose great ones on Layton. So about 42 approximately. Give or take 1 or 2. Let's see. What does this guy score? He looks really wide for a basket rack. Ah, he's not as wide as I thought. 263. That's not as big as I expected him to be, but hey, diamond's a diamond. A diamond's a diamond, you know. What weapon is that? That was the 303 British I just used. What do you think's the easiest great one? It's between fallow deer and pheasant. They're both very similar, like, difficulty grinds. That is, if you're hunting fallow on Tiabaroa and pheasants on Salsvisen Park. If you go to other maps, the difficulty is going to change just because those 2 maps I just mentioned are very easy to hunt those species on. Like, fallow deer are so easy on Tiabaroa compared to other maps with fallow. And same with pheasants on Salsvisen. It's just, they're so easy to find. And everything's so wide open on Salsvisen that it makes it so easy to hunt pheasants there. And boom. And boom. Also, guys, I think when we do end the stream, I'm probably going to raid somebody. If anybody is streaming that is on my, like, list of people I can raid at least. Because with YouTube, you, like, both have to be subbed to each other, I believe. When was my last super rare? It was right before the update. It was like a week or 2 before the last map was released. So I think it was November. Believe it was November. I'm sure somebody in chat will correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it was November. What's the best map to kill moose? My personal opinion, Layton Lakes. I feel like it is just so good for moose if you're herd managing because there's less moose on the map, which makes it so it takes less time to herd manage them. Now, if you don't like herd management, you just want to shoot, you know, all the moose males you see, Revon Thule would probably be my pick then because you can just hunt the top half of that map and it's so incredible. Like, it is so fun. There's moose everywhere in that top half. Do you think it would be cool if they add a map with elephant? Oh, 100%. That would be an incredible thing for the game. Oh my gosh, that'd be so sick. That'd be so amazing, man. Okay, we got $2 there we can shoot. Hey, little buckaroos. Smoked them. I'm liking this setup, guys. I'm really liking this setup we got going for whitetail now. Now that we've added like a couple old zones back in that had bucks we didn't realize were here, this is actually pretty nice. They seem to be more reliable and consistent now that I've added the hidden lake. Best animal and map for cash grinding. So I personally would recommend Emerald Coast and Tiabaroa and Silver Ridge Peaks in terms of map that are good for money. Tiabaroa red deer are going to be one of the fastest ways to make money just because you can kill so many so quickly. And then, if you're not wanting to go for red deer, another really good option is, on Emerald Coast, you can grind crocodiles if you want a more casual way of making money. Or you can go for Roosa deer if you don't mind hunting at night because they give such crazy cash. Like, we're talking over 1,400, 1,500 every single male. Because the majority of them are like level 4s and 3s for the Roosa deer. And because there's a lot of 4s, they give so much money. 8-Bit Legends, thank you for the super chat. Got a 515 Diamond Rocky Elk. I live in Oregon. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. And that's pretty sick as well. Oregon's a cool place. It's very beautiful. But anyway, guys, we're going to end the stream there, but stick around. I'm going to see if there's anybody we can raid. Let me see who's live right now. Is anybody live that I could raid? No, doesn't look like it. No, I don't see anybody. I mean, we could do it another time, I guess. I guess we could raid somebody another time. I don't see anybody I can raid on my raid list. Yeah, nobody going right now. Aside from people doing other games, but yeah, that probably wouldn't work out very well. But anyway, guys, hit that like button if you haven't. We are at a crazy number of likes right now, 545. I haven't seen that many likes on a live stream ever. To be fair, I don't really look for likes usually, but oh, man. It's crazy, so thank you guys. I will see you all in the next stream. This was a fun one. Didn't get our great one, but still pretty sick. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Say goodbye, chat. Say goodbye. E-Dog, thank you for the membership. Appreciate it. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channel, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. There you guys go. I like this little cam right here. I like having the chat cam. I think it's cool. And then I can even just boop, put it so the game's there too. Boop. I need to have a hotkey bound to where I can remove the the background like this. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.